Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls that love to chat over tea.
Hello, everyone,
I'm Gloria.
and I'm Rosetta. It's great to see you today.
Yes. Sorry we missed you last week. We were a little busy, a little preoccupied. However, we're back and we're excited. Yes, we're very excited.
Okay, what do we have today that we're drinking?
Today we're drinking apple.
It's called Apple Fruities and
And
Cinnamon Herbal Tea.
Yes. So
And
that's what we're
that's what we're
drinking today.
drinking.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, it's a little light, even though we put a lot in.
Yes. Neither one of us are big on sugar. You know, we're very, very aware of what sugar does to the body. So when you see us drinking teas, most of the time it's au naturel. We use water. We don't put in cream or anything because we really want to experience the tea as itself.
And we believe a good tea should be drunk.
Right, drink.
Am I completely out of it? The drank or
If I
drunk?
didn't know better, I think she'd had a little something.
What is the grammar? When I drink it, I want it to be natural so we can taste the full flavors.
Yes.
And then today, what I want to share with you, look at this, everyone. We have this tea infuser. Do you see that?
Aren't they cute?
So what you do is you open it up, put your loose leaf teas in there.
Then you dunk it inside your little water until you get the flavor that you want. And then it has a little resting plate.
Has a little catcher, a
Isn't
little
that
holder to
cute?
put your tea infuser in so it doesn't drip all over the table.
Yes,
Look how cute that is.
very cute.
I'm sure there's others out there, and if you're watching and you have something that is interesting, like a tea infuser or something that's unique, why don't you comment below or just put a picture of it
Yes.
and let us know. Comment and let us know where you buy it from so we can check it out as well.
Absolutely. So since the last time we were with you guys, we had the pleasure of attending the Silicon Valley Capital Club's Women's Luncheon. They do those once a month. I think it's the third Thursday of the month. And Rosetta and I had the pleasure of going to hear a young lady speak.
Yep, and her name is called Sarah. Well,
Yes.
actually, it's Sarah, but it's spelled S-E-R-A.
Yes.
So it's Sarah.
Yes.
Sarah Fernando.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was just an amazing speaker. She shared her life with us, the participants at the meeting. She shared being a person of transgender, coming from a community that really didn't believe in what she was going through. She shared the challenges that she had with her mom and how now her mom is her biggest advocate.
Yay
So,
for her.
yes. So, you know, sometimes when you feel like I just can't, you just take that extra step and you'll be surprised. The family has now surrounded her. She showed us pictures of her as a young child and then of her today in living color. She was just an amazing, amazing speaker. She is the manager of the Microsoft store at
Westfield.
yeah, we used to call it Valley Fair.
We know it's Valley Fair.
Yeah, and then Westfield purchased it, and so now it's called Westfield Valley Fair. The Microsoft store is downstairs on the first level, and she was telling us, you know, if you're in the area, stop by and say hello.
Yeah, is she the manager or the assistant manager?
I know she's a manager. I don't know of what level because her current cards say assistant, and during the presentation she said manager.
So we're not sure, but she's
Yeah.
up there in
Yes.
the management position.
Yes, and so if you're looking for someone to help you, she's a very helpful person. We asked her, you know, like, what days do you work? You know, what are your hours? And she's like, I'm always there. So that was nice to know.
And again, her name is Sarah Fernando, S-E-R-A.
Yes.
Sarah Fernando. Look her up if you're in the Silicon Valley Fair Westfield Shopping Center at the Microsoft store.
Yes, and you can also check her out on Instagram at Peace Love Sarah, @ Peace, Peace, Love, Love, Sarah, Sera, so that you can check her out and follow
Yeah,
her.
hop on over if you're on Instagram and give her some love.
Yes.
And follow her and like her posts.
Yes.
Because this month is Pride Month. And
Yes.
we want to be. So the luncheon we went to was called LGBTQI plus all inclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We learned a lot because I've always thought it was just LGBTQ. And then there was at one point during Sarah's presentation, I mean, the acronym was huge. And so she said that a lot of times what they do is they just put the plus and cut it off, because the plus just allows you to know that no matter what, it's all inclusive.
The rest of the alphabet.
Yes, it's all inclusive.
All inclusive.
Yes. So there are lots of activities going on because this is Pride Month. So there's an event today at the Silicon Valley Capital Club, and it is a Pride celebration. There's an event
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow.
Well, yes,
tomorrow.
There's one tomorrow up in Mountain View off of Shoreline at the
Computer
Museum.
History Museum.
Yes. Rainbow Chambers is having an event there tomorrow night. I think it's 6 to 8 p.m. So that might be something for you to check out. And as Rosetta shared, this weekend is the Gay Pride Parade in San Francisco. And a friend of mine, Danielle Green, had shared that it's like Friday, Saturday, something. There's something going on all 3 days up in the city. So if you're looking for something exciting to do and to celebrate just supporting people being people, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, go out. And the parade is on Sunday, the main big parade. So if you're interested in going just one of those days, Sunday would be a good day. And the parade starts at 10 a.m.
Yes.
So get there early.
Yeah, get there early so you'll get a good view of the parade activities.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I would like to ask you, for you viewers out there watching, what is it that you do on a daily basis, or in your company or in a business, that allows the community, the LGBTQI plus community, to be all inclusive? Why
Yes.
don't you shoot us some comments below and feedback of how you are all inclusive?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we love sharing information, and we have different communities. I happen to be the president of the Diversity Networking Group that meets right here in San Jose. We meet on the second and fourth Tuesdays of the month. You can go to our meetup page is Diversity Networking Group to get more details. Right now we're meeting at the EQ1 Real Estate office right over off of Airport Boulevard, right near the San Jose Airport. So it's a great opportunity to meet some great people. If you're
And we
in
can
the
actually
area,
put that information, right?
yes,
Below this video, so you can have all the information.
yeah,
of
so
that.
you can refer to it. But it's people helping people, people supporting people. That's what it's all about. And talk about people helping people. My girl Rosetta knows that I love cherries. I love Bing cherries. So when she got here today, she shared with me she went cherry picking.
I went
never
cherry
heard of
picking.
this before.
Yep, I went cherry picking this past Sunday. It was a last minute thing. I was not planning for it. And because we live in the Silicon Valley, there's a lot to do here. And I went cherry picking in Gilroy, California.
Wow.
And it was at Lazy K's You Pick Cherries Organic Farms. I stress
Wow.
organic because
Yes.
how many cherry farms or fruit farms out there that you can go you picking, which means you go and pick yourself, that are organic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The last time I heard of anything like that, when I was a little girl, my family used to love fresh green peas and beans. And so my aunts and uncles, they would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning so they could hit the fields at 5 a.m. And then they would bring them home to torture us, the kids, and we would have to pick them to take the peas out of the shells. I hated it. However, it was always amazing because when you cook fresh organic foods,
Yes.
or you eat fresh organic foods like these cherries, Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, it tastes so different. And Gloria
Yes.
hasn't tried the cherries that I picked. They're on a league of their own.
Yes, I might
Very
be going to
different.
Gilroy to go and do a little cherry picking.
Very, very different, yeah.
I mean, do they do it every day?
So cherry season, from my understanding in the past, has been a very short time frame in May,
Okay.
right? And if you don't catch it at the right time, the right week, and it all depends on the weather, right? What
Right.
kind of weather we've had, right?
Right.
You'll miss it with a blink of an eye. You'll miss it. However, I was surprised to see that they were open last weekend, which is June. What was last weekend? The weekend after Father's Day,
So
which
that
is
was
like the 23rd, 24th.
Yes.
I was surprised to see them open. But I went on their website again because they update it often. They said they're open this weekend, the last weekend of the month,
Wow.
which is the 28th. Sorry, now I'm getting
Yeah.
all confused. Whatever the last,
Well,
29th
Sunday is
and
the
30th.
30th, so
Okay,
29th and
so
the 30th.
28th, 29th, and 30th, they're open.
Wow.
And it's free admission fee because I have checked out other cherry you pick, and they
Right.
charge you $3, but they're not organic.
Right.
This one is free, and instead of $4 like other farms, it's
Right.
$5, $1 more because it's organic.
Right.
And the people there are the most, I can't believe how friendly they are. They're the most friendliest, most warm, welcoming
Aw.
people there. And they just teach you, when you go there, they give you some rules and regulations
Right.
and how to pick the cherries so you're not destroying the trees.
Right.
And you can actually, prior to going, you can actually pack up a little picnic because they have like grounds. And you
Nice.
can, after the cherry picking, you can hang out and you can, have some food and relax and
Nice.
bring your cherries. What we forgot to do was bring a bucket of water so we could wash the cherries and eat them straight afterwards. Because
Oh.
even though they are, no pesticides or any of the chemicals, they do say that because there's dust and things around, you
Absolutely,
want to
it's
wash
better
them.
to wash them.
Yeah, so if you're thinking of going, it's called Lazy K. You Pick Cherries in Gilroy.
Wow.
Yes,
That-
and I'll
that
have the
sounds good.
information down below as well. It's a really nice farm. There's a few around that area, but Lazy K is the
Wow.
only one that's organic.
I tell you, I might try and figure out a way. My neighborhood, we're getting new streets, so they are like we have to park out of our neighborhoods because they're going to be paving, and that just might give me an excuse to,
To go.
to go down.
To go. And if you're like clever, you can, like what we didn't do was you can have a bucket of
Of
water
water.
while you're picking, and you can pick them
Yes.
and dip them in and wash them and eat them while you're picking them.
I tell you, I would that they might not like that because you're eating half what you have to pay for.
Well,
They're
they
like,
don't mind you eating it, but
Right.
they don't want you to eat
like
your,
sit down and just have
like a whole
like make a
bucket.
meal.
Yeah. So now I have cherries, and I'm going to look for some recipes
Nice.
of what I can make because my husband was saying, so now we have all these cherries, make something.
Well,
So I was like, okay.
one of the things that I love, my sister Rosemary, she has she bought this gadget from wasn't the Container Store, but it was something over by the Container Store.
Organize a store or something.
Well, no, they used to have plates and crystal bowls.
Crate and barrel.
Yes.
Crate and barrel.
It's a cherry pitter,
Cherry pitter. I've
Yes.
seen those before.
and she has one of those. So what we do is we buy the cherries, we wash the cherries, and then we pit them. And then if you really want some fun, you can freeze them.
Oh,
So when you get ready to
nice.
make, smoothies, and you're adding your own fresh
So that's
items.
your ice. You
Yes.
don't need to put
You
ice in
don't-
it because
and
it'll
it
be
doesn't
nice and
dilute
cold.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I might have to, borrow her cherry.
Or I saw on a video without buying the cherry pitter, what you can do is get a bottle or something with a narrow top, pop your cherry on top, get a straw. I know plastic, sorry, but get a
Yeah.
straw and shove it into the cherry, and that pops out the seed, and the seed goes into the bottle, and you're left with the whole cherry.
Nice. Because
Yeah.
that's what you want. You want more of the cherry, and you don't want the seeds.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So, we also wanted to give you guys a little heads up. We don't really talk a lot about politics, and all we're going to say is over the next 2 nights, they're doing these Democrat debates. So if you want to check out who's on the Democratic ballot as of now, they're all going to be talking to each other about the issues we, the people, want them to focus on. Hopefully they're going to address our issues and not play the political game, but you never know.
Yeah.
So if that's something of interest, definitely check that out.
Check that out or record it. I'll be recording. I'm going to ask my
Yes.
husband to record that.
Yeah, because from a diversity perspective, I think almost every diversity is reflected in the Democrats that are running.
Yeah, just it's not about like really getting into the details. Well, for some people it might be, but
Right.
I just want to see which candidates are out there who might be
Right.
running for president.
Right.
What their
What they're
stand
thinking,
is, what
you
they're
know?
thinking, what their
Yeah.
opinions are.
Yeah, because I think that's important, because to me, it should be about we, the people, and they should be for the people, of the people, and elected by the people. That's important to us. So we hope you'll check that out. And not this weekend, but next weekend is 4th of July
Yeah,
weekend.
4th of July is coming up.
Yes.
Yay, oh my
Yes.
God.
I know.
When you think, I love 4th of July, but this just as a reminder that we're already over halfway through the year.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I mean, and all my friends, do not start calling me and talking about, it's only 6 months to Christmas, I'm going to get you. I don't want to hear it. I just can't believe how fast the year is going. I still remember last Christmas. I still remember New Year's Eve. And here we are mid-year.
I know.
It's going
I know.
fast. So, 4th of July it's a very wonderful time of celebrating, our country. And in my neighborhood, the real estate agents that farm the neighborhood, what they do is they put flags.
Oh, nice.
So they go through,
Oh,
and
I think they do that in my neighborhood.
every
Yeah.
bush, they just
Yeah.
stick a little flag with their little information on it. And so when I go home now, as you enter the neighborhood, it's just full of flags.
We have the flags, but we don't have the information,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which is kind of weird.
Oh
because
no,
they should
honey,
put
they
the
want
information,
everybody to
yeah.
know who they are. So if you're thinking of buying a home, you'll say, "Oh, you're my flag person, so I'll call you first."
Yeah.
Yes. So what have you all done in the past to celebrate the 4th?
So I've done a few things. I've been to Santa Clara Park, Kylie Park. They
Yes.
have a big celebration there. So if you're a
Yes.
family, they have events happening in the afternoon, and you can go, and they have kiddie things where
Yes.
kids can go and play games. They have organizations, non-profit organizations. They actually hold booths where they sell food, and the profits of the money go back to the organization.
Nice.
And then in the evening, on the other side of the park, they have food trucks, and then they have a massive fireworks display in the evening, all set to music.
Nice.
And it's really nice. So you could literally spend most of the day at Santa Clara Park.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Before things got really crazy, I used to love to drive on the bridge, because you could get on, if you got on the Dumbarton Bridge, you could see the fireworks in San Jose, you could see the fireworks in San Mateo, and sometimes if it's a clear night, you could see the fireworks in San Francisco. I don't like the San Mateo Bridge, so I kind of stay off of that one. It's too high and too long. I like to get over.
So what do? You go on the bridge and people just stopped there,
Well,
or they just drive through?
You just kind of drive through slowly, but at the base of the Dumbarton, they have these areas where you can just pull off and park, and they have little benches because it's a bird sanctuary. So because it's so peaceful, and sometimes the moon would be full, and then you'd have the full moon, and then the fireworks would go off. It was beautiful.
Nice. I've not heard of that. See, you
Yes.
you learn something new
Yes.
every day.
Well,
I lived in the Bay Area for how long now?
Yeah, well, then
20 years
people
nearly.
started doing crazy things, like you said, stopping on the bridge. So then the police were like, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah.
But I used to love to go to Spartan Stadium in San Jose and watch the fireworks.
Oh, I did that as well outside.
Yes.
I used to
Yes.
park our car outside and watch it. Yeah.
Yes, Great America. We used to specifically go to one of the hotels, and you could, we used to have friends who were like managers, and they would let us on the roof, and so you could see the fireworks shows.
Yeah.
So used to do a lot of that. Most recently, we've just been trying to some people have those, I don't know if they're illegal fireworks, but they sound like bombs going off.
Everything's illegal around here.
So, yes, well, they have signs all over my community that says all fireworks are illegal. So they won't even allow the children to have sparklers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what we do is we do like a block party. So we block off the streets, we move out all the cars so that the kids can play freely. We do a barbecue and we just kind of relax.
Nice.
Yes.
And then you see fireworks from where you are, or you go
there
somewhere?
are places you have to kind of go someplace, but with all of the new condos that are coming up, they're blocking all the views. You used to be able to just, drive to a certain part of town and park, and all you had to do was turn your head,
and you'd see it quite clearly. Yeah.
Quite clearly. You didn't have to get into lines and deal with people.
Yeah.
But
now it's all blocked with the condos.
Yes.
Yeah,
I also like Central Park in Santa Clara, because my sister and we used to go over there, and you can lay on the grass and the fireworks go up, and they just.
I think that's the same one. Is that Central Park? Is Kylie Park, right? Is that the same one?
Yeah, I think.
That's one. And then some other ones you can do is the Almaden Park.
Right.
Almaden Park has that with food trucks. And then there's also this year in Milpitas, they're doing something at the sports center.
Oh, nice.
They're going to have swimming at the sports center in the evening. They're going to have a band. No Water After Midnight, which is an R&B band.
Oh, okay.
And they'll be playing. We like to follow that band, so I know that they're going to be there.
They're going to be there. Nice.
And there's a ton. Even Mountain View Shoreline has fireworks set to music. The symphony will be there.
Yes, and they do the one in San Francisco. I had a friend that had, she called it a yacht. To me, it was like a little boat, but her yacht. And it would hold 4 people. So I'm not talking.
It's not a yacht. A yacht is a yacht.
A yacht
is more than 5 people.
Yeah, and but you could sit out on her boat and watch the fireworks in San Francisco in the Bay.
Nice.
Those are beautiful, and they're set to music.
Oh, they're nice.
So what are you going to do this year?
Have not decided. There's too many choices.
I know.
We'll come up with something. We always do.
Yeah, we're the same way. A lot of the kids in our neighborhoods are getting of the age that they don't want to hang out with the old people anymore.
Well, my son's 15. He'll still hang out 4th of July, but other than that, it's,
Yes, you just never know what's happening. So it sounds like a lot of fun. So whatever you do, be safe, have fun. I was watching Good Morning America today, and they showed a demonstration of these, some of the bad fireworks, and they set off a firework in a watermelon. You couldn't even see it when it was done.
What?
And then they had like a sparkler.
Is that why did they do that? Because people are doing that.
Because people are doing that, and people are going to the hospital.
This is what the consequences
Yeah, and they
are.
want to show you how to be safe, and they're like, just don't do it. And then they had a person, like a mannequin, and they put a stem to a like a little bitty firework thing, and they said hit it, and they lit the thing, and the person lost their hand. So while it's fantastic to do, just be careful.
Don't do it. I would not do it. Just go out somewhere nice and watch fireworks and let the professionals do what they do well.
And if you're like, well, I don't want to deal with the crowds, I promise you can look on television, or you can YouTube, or you can use Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix. Somebody's got a beautiful fireworks show that you will not get hurt, because that is crazy.
Yep.
Yes. Well, once again, we'd like to thank you all for hanging out with us, and we hope that we shared some information that will be interesting for you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our little chat, our weekly chats with over tea.
Yes.
And we really thank you for joining us.
Yes. And if there's something that you like, or you'd like to, get more information about our chats,
then why don't you actually hit subscribe and comment below, and subscribe means you'll get notification, which is the bell. There's a icon, the bell icon, and it will notify you when we have more chats. So hit that bell, subscribe to get more videos.
Yes.
And thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes.
And remember to always keep smiling.
Bye.
Bye now.